Adi Shankara Kaladi Shankara Adi Shankara Kaladi Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Kodi Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Apara Karuna Sindham Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Tadandevasi Varyancha Jivodharna Tatparam Sri Vijayendra Gurum Pujyam Pranamami Mudanvaham Chaturdashavaya Praptam Sanyasam Sumahamatim Namami Shankararambham Shri Vijayendra Saraswathi Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryanta Mande Guru Parampara. Swasti Vachanam. Om Shri Kanchi Kamakoti Pithadipati Jagat Guru Shri Shankaracharya Shri Charanayo Shri Pranama Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Mahatripura Sundari Sameta Shri Chandramaulishvara Yanamaha Swasti Stri Madakhila Bhumandala Lankara Trayastrim Satkodi Devata Sevita Shri Kamakshi Devi Sanata Shri Made Kambranata Shri Mahadevi Sanata Shri Hastigirinath Sakshatkara Paramadhisthana Satyavrata Namankita Kanchi Divya Kshetre Sharada Mata Sustitanam Atulida Sudarsa Madhurya Kamalasana Kamini Dhammilla Samphulla Mallika Malika Nishyanda Makaranda Jari Sauvastika Vangnigumba Vidrumananda Dundilida Manishi Mandalana Anavarada Dvaida Vidya Vinodasikana Nirantaralankriti Krita Shantidanti Bhumna Sakala Bhavana Chakkara Pratishtha Shri Chakkara Pratishtha Vikhyata Yasholankrithanam Nikila Pashanda Shanda Kantakot Padanena Vishadikrita Veda Vedanta Marga Shanmata Pratishtha Srimat Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Varya Shri Jagat Guru Srimat Shankara Bhagavat Padacharyanam Adhisthane Simhasana Abhishakta Srimat Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Samyamindranam Antevasi Varya Srimat Jayendra Saraswati Shri Padanam Tadandevasi Varya Srimat Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Shri Padanancha Charan Nalinayo Saprachayam Shantri Bandhancha Namaskurmaha. Hari Om. Swagatam. By the grace of Shri Veda Maatha, MahaRishi Veda Vyasa, and the divine blessings of His Holiness Kanchi Shankaracharya, PujyaShri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal, Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation, Midwest Chapter, welcome you all to the annual Krithika Mandala Parayanam. This year is also a unique year, being the 500th Jayanti of the renowned Advaitan Shri Appaya Dikshidhar. We are extremely blessed and honored to start this year's Mandala Parayanam and welcome BrahmaShri Dr. Ranganji Ramakrishnan, who will be doing a Pravachanam on Dharma in the light of Vedas. We have a two-part program. We first will have the Pravachanam of Dr. Ranganji, followed by Veda Parayanam by the Vidyarthis of Shruti Gurukulam. A brief introduction on BrahmaShri Dr. Ranganji Ramakrishnan. BrahmaShri Dr. Ranganji is the founder president of WEBOLIM, Web of Life Makers, which is a movement which conducts Vedic workshops and personality development programs, synthesizing Indian philosophies and values. He is an educationist, spiritual and Vedic guru, Sanskritam scholar, cultural values preacher, Ramayana exponent, poet, author, philosopher, yoga master, and inventor of the Dharma model. He is also the founder of the Shruti Gurukulam, which is based in Bengaluru, India, charitable school of Vedic studies, focusing on Sama Veda. The uniqueness of this Gurukulam is that the students are not only taught the traditional Vedic chanting, but are also taught the meaning and interpretation of the same. The medium of instruction and students' day-to-day communication is in Sanskrit. BrahmaShri Dr. Ranganji is also the administrator of Vidyavati Veda Pathashala in Faizabad, India. He has published several papers on topics, to quote a few: effects of yogic education system and modern education system on sustained attention, effects of yogic education system and modern education system on memory, planning ability improves in a yogic education system, and comparative study of the main teachings of Sanatana Dharma and the doctrines of Christianity. Without much ado, I welcome BrahmaShri Dr. Ranganji Ramakrishnan to start his Pravachanam. Hari Om.
Paratapassampatpalayita parasparau prapancha mata pitarau pranchau jayapatistu maha amari kabari bhara bhramari mukhari kritam duri karotu duritam gauri charana pankajam. These two shlokas are from a wonderful text of literary criticism, that is Kuvalayananda of Sri Appaya Dikshitar, a great Advaitin. And this year is the 5th centenary Utsava of Sri Appaya Dikshitar. And our Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation is celebrating that Utsavam also with Krithika Mandala Parayanam. Vedic recitation is extremely important. We all know that. Veda is the foundation of Sanatana Dharma, and openly telling that Veda is the foundation of all dharmas. Veda is the seed of whatever is practiced as dharma, whatever is practiced as culture in the whole world. Even Buddhist scriptures, the early Buddhist scriptures glorify the Vedas. Many of us may not know that. In that sense, even beyond Sanatana Dharma, Veda is extolled, Veda is glorified. Vedic culture's amsha is found throughout the world, everywhere. Contribution of Sri Appaya Dikshitar is very great in the field of Advaita and Shaiva Vishishtadvaita. So let us have a glimpse of that for a few minutes before starting today's topic. There is a very nice stotra, Stuti literature of Sri Appaya Dikshitar, that is Atmarpana Stuti. He composed these shlokas when he was not in a normal mood. There is one fruit called Umattangai, what we call in English as thorn apple. Once he happened to take that, if somebody takes that for a few minutes, he will remain in an abnormal mood, in a maddened mood. He wanted to test himself. Always unconscious mind is ugly. So many dirts are within us. We don't know. We think that we are great, we are pure, just by seeing our conscious mind. In Freudian psychology, they call this unconscious mind as dirty. Imprints in unconscious psyche are not good. So, if we take Umattangai, those unconscious imprints come out. We will lose our balance. So many unethical, immoral feelings, thoughts, instincts in us selfish instincts and imbalanced instincts, all those things will come out from us. So once Dikshidhar thought, let me test myself. Taking this Umutangai, we will see what is going to happen. What are all the unconscious feelings we have in us? So this is a self-test conducted by himself. He asked his disciples to note down the things which he renders at that time, which he talks at that time. Then he took that fruit. At that time, from his unconscious mind, he poured this Atmarpana Stuti. Even in his unconscious mind, he is pure. That's a very interesting thing. He did not have mala, he did not have dirt. Even in his psychological imprints, in his shadow part of personality, it is called as shadow in psychology. They say persona, the two dimensions they say in psychology. One persona, another one shadow. Shadow is the dirts which we are hiding in our unconscious mind. Persona, outside which we are showing to the society. Society demands us to show the nice parts of us. So we are showing. This is called as superego in psychology. But within, we have many dirts. This is what Freud views. But what Vedanta says is, even beyond or behind this dirts part of our mind, there is a hidden purity through which we can cleanse all these dirt parts of our mind. The unconscious mind can get cleansed by this core of our own personality. Core is nothing but self, Atman. Through the purity of this Atman, we can cleanse all adjuncts. Atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate amrutam, says Kenopanishad. The viryam which is derived from Atman can demolish all the evil thoughts, evil forces, vasanas, imprints, sanskaras. This aspect is not unfortunately dealt by the modern psychology of Sigmund Freud. This is unique to our own Shastras, Yoga Shastras, Vedanta Shastras. Don't think yourself to be impure. Don't think that our inner self, our unconscious mind is filled with dirt. Yes, it is. But even beyond that, this unconscious mind is not our core nature. Even beyond that, there is purity of ourself, from which we all are born. Amrutasya putraha. We are the children of immortality. So that purity can cleanse everybody. And that purity is our dharma. Dharma means core nature. There is a difference between ethics and dharma. Dharma cannot be translated in any Western languages, I think, in my knowledge. We may translate the word dharma as ethics, morality, law, constitution. Everywhere it fails. Religion. Dharma is dharma. Therefore, in English dictionaries, Oxford Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary, everywhere, they took the word dharma, that's all. They did not translate. Dharma is an Indian word. It is incorporated in English language, that's all. Yoga, dharma, these words cannot be translated. So, what's the difference between ethics and dharma? Society imposes upon us some value. Society demands from us to be in a particular, to behave in a particular way, and that is ethics, that is morality. Dharma is something different. Dharma is our own core nature, it is not imposed. If you remove all imposed things from us, then you see their Dharma. And that Dharma is dealt in the Vedas and Vedanta. Upanishatsu Dharmaha tadatmani nirate ya Upanishatsu Dharmaha te mai santu, te mai santu. This is a very important mantra from Samaveda. Dharmas which are found in Upanishads, may they be in us, may they be within us. This is what this mantra prays. So Upanishads deal with Dharma. What kind of Dharma Upanishads talks about? Dharma is a basic qualification for learning, getting jnana. Upanishadic Dharma. Na virato duscharitat, na shanto, na samahitaha, na shanta manaso vapi prajnanena evam apnuyat. Without having a good character, without having a peaceful mind, we can't get self-knowledge, says Upanishads. These kinds of statements are everywhere there in Upanishads. So, self-knowledge demands purity of heart. And this purity of heart is not imposed purity, like law is imposed. This purity of heart is our own core nature. When dirts are removed, we have to get established in this purity of heart. That is why Valmiki MahaRishi, while describing Sri Ramachandra's gunas, he uses the word Atmavattaya, Shatamapi Atmavattaya. As he is Atmavan, he has all these virtues. As he is a realized soul, he has all these virtues. Then what does it mean? Values are derived from Atman. Values are not derived here from society. Values are not imposed. Our work is only to remove the dirts in the heart. Then the core Atman gets revealed. So even unconscious mind becomes pure, or unconscious mind ceases to exist. That's all. Mano Nasha. That is why we see from these great souls, even after having the, having that Umattangai, they are composing various verses on Lord Shiva. Anandabdehe kamapichege ghani bhavamasthaya rupam Shaktya sardham paramam umayaga shashwatam bhogamichanne advatite suchi divasakrit koti deepe kapardin adye sthane viharasi sada sevyamanaha ganeshaihi. Anandabdihi means bliss of ocean. Ocean of bliss. A huge ocean of bliss which has no starting, which has no end, which is infinite. From this ocean of bliss, Gani Bhavamasthaya Rupam, what a beautiful expression. From this ocean of bliss, some embodiment happens, Gani Bhava. And when we see closely that embodiment, that is Shiva's form. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Ghora Papakashini. Even the Veda talks on that form. And that form is extremely auspicious. Shiva Tanuhu. Shiva's form is described as Shiva. Shiva means auspicious. Rudra's form is auspicious. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Aghora. It is not terrifying us. Then it removes our papas, Papakashini. Tayanas Tanuva Shantamaya Girishan Tabicha Kashi. Shantamaya Tanuva. With that auspicious form, O Lord, you bless us. That is how Rudram says. What does it mean? What's the meaning of auspicious form? Even Mahavishnu's form is described like this in Shukla Yajur Veda. Kalyanatamam rupam tattva pashyami yoso asau purushaha sohamasmi. The most auspicious form of Lord Vishnu, who is in the sun orbit, Surya Narayana. What is this auspiciousness? It's nothing but the form which is beyond Prakriti. So, Gani Bhavam, which is beyond matter. Gani Bhavam Asthaya Rupam. Having that form, which is like the butter churned from the thing. So, like that, having that form which is churned from that ocean of bliss. Shaktya Sardam, Lord Shiva is playing with Uma. Uma is nothing but Shakti, the energy. Brahman is playing with energy. Shaktya Sardham Paramam Umaya. For what? Shashwatam Bhogam Icchan. Aspiring the eternal joy. Eternal joy is himself. Okay. Is not an ordinary kind of love. The play of Shakti and Shiva. It represents the eternal joy. Ardha Bhargalamiva, says Brihadaranyaka Upanishads. Inseparable couple Shiva and Parvati. Brihadaranyaka talks about this form, Ardhanarishwara. And he is luminous as crores and crores of sun. Suchi Divasat Krit Koti Deepe Kapardin Adya Sthane Viharasi. O Lord Shiva, you are playing in this way with Parvati Devi. Sada Sevyamanaha, always worshipped by your devotees. This is the meaning of this shloka. Like this, several verses are composed on Lord Shiva in Atmarpana Stuti. We all have heard in Purana, Parvati did tapasya to get Lord Shiva. But Apayadishithar gives a new information. Lord Shiva also did tapasya to attain Parvati Devi. Paraspara tapas sampat palayita parasparau. Prapancha Maatha Pitarau. They are mother and father of the whole universe. They attained each other by great tapasya. Shiva was waiting in Kailasa. Uma will come, Uma will come. That itself is tapasya of Lord Shiva. Mutual love, mutual respect, mutual affection of this couple is described by Apayadishita in a very beautiful way. Even though Lord Shiva is Ishtadevata of Apayadishita, being an Advaitan, Apayadishita had a very deep devotion to Mahavishnu also. His compositions of Lord Narayana are great. I just want to share a shloka from Varadaraja of Sri Apayadishita. This Varadaraja beautifully describes the concept of the temple of Varadaraja, Lord Varadaraja. Matanga Shaila Manishunga Mahavimane Sopana Parve Chaturuttara Vimshatiriya Tameva Tattva Vitatim Purusho Vilanghege Ashyan Bhavantam Upayati Bhavabdiparam. Matanga Shailam means elephant mountain. Gajendra himself has become mountain in Kanchipuram. Matanga Shaila Madishunga Mahavimana Sopane. 24 steps are there in the temple to go up and have darshan of Varadaraja. According to Apayadishita, he beautifully brings these 24 steps in his metaphorical description as 24 tattvas of Prakriti. Prakriti has 24 tattvas, 10 indriyas, and then 5 gunas, 5 bhutas, then Mahat, Avyakta, and Prakriti. An entity is of these 24 tattvas. A personality has all these 24 tattvas. Just with all 24 tattvas, one doesn't become a personality. A very important thing is the 25th one, which is completely different from all these 24 tattvas. That is why he is not brought under this 24. Sankhya philosophy may tell us there are 25 tattvas. Deliberately, it is not told. 24 is 24, 25th one is 25th one. The distinction between these 24 tattvas and the 25th one is this. 24 tattvas are jada, inanimate. 25th one is a conscious being. 24 tattvas are inanimate. I don't know about what Western philosophy says, but here even Manas is inanimate. Manas is jada. Buddhi is jada. Ego is jada. All these things are jadas, not only indriyas. All these things are taken to be jadas. They all are matter. Beyond all these material things, the self remains perfect. The self is a conscious being. One has to transcend all these 24 tattvas to actualize the self. And here also, by transcending, by crossing all these 24 steps in the temple of Varadaraja Swami, Varadaraja Perumal, one has to go inside to see the Lord Varadaraja. The Lord Varadaraja is Purushottama. Here, in this shloka, being a devotee, Apayadishit, though he is a very great Advaitan, in this shloka, there is a tint of Visishtadvaitam, because the word Purusha is used for sadhaka. Purusha is not used for the ultimate reality. Purushaha vilanghe. Purusha here is a sadhaka, is an aspirant. He crosses all these 24 tattvas. Then what happens? He sees you, O Lord Varadaraja. This Varadaraja is Purushottama. Atosmi loke vedeche pratitaha Purushottamaha. And he sees you crossing or transcending Bhavabdhiparam, Samsara Samudra, which has all these 24 tattvas. In this way, Varadaraja's concept is described here in Varadaraja's Stavam of Sri Appaya Dikshitar. Before starting this talk, it's a great blessing that I got Srimukham from Kanchi Kamakoti Pitam. Today morning, I just want to share this with all of you. With the divine grace, with the compassion of the divine, a work in Sanskritam called Dhuni Deepika was written on the Vedas. So we went to Kanchipuram, requesting Swamigal for a Srimukam for the text. And today, before sitting for this lecture, I was just browsing, and it's a very great blessing that it's a Subha Suchanai. Before giving this talk, we got this Kanchi Kamakoti Pitam's Srimukam regarding that text about the Vedas, the explanation of several mantras of the Rig Veda. We got Srimukam from that. So with its remembrance, let me talk few words on Dharma in Vedas. We all know that Veda is the greatest pramana of Dharma. There are several pramanas for Dharma. Veda is the best pramana of Dharma. Even if Smritis contradict with Vedas, it is a Veda which has to be taken in our life. Shruti Smriti Virodhetu, Shrutireva Gariyasi. Sanatana Dharma may have several paths like Shaivam, Vaishnavam. Even in Shaivam, Kashmiri Shaivam, and the Shaiva Siddhantam of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka Shaivam. Even in Vaishnavam, we have Maatha Vaishnavam, Shri Ramanujacharya's Vaishnavam, Vallabhacharya's Vaishnavam, Krishna Chaitanya's Vaishnavam. So many Vaishnavams, so many Shaivams, then Kaumara, Ganapatya, and Siddhantas, Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, Dvaita. But everywhere, the common thread is the Veda. That's the significance of the Veda. The Veda is a link in Sanatana Dharma. We all call ourselves as Hindus or Sanatanis because we all are believers and followers of the Veda Maatha. All scriptures are from Vedas. Vedasya Upabrahmanarthaya. Ramayana says that it has come to explain what is in the Veda. To Upabrahmana. Upabrahmana means to give an explained explanation, expanded explanation for the Vedic literature. Mahabharata also is proud to call itself as fifth Veda, Bharatam Panchamo Veda. Bhagavatam says if Veda is a tree, Bhagavatam is a fruit of the tree. Nigama Kalpataror Gaditam Phalam. So Puranas, Itihasas, Vedangas, Upavedas, they all rely on the Veda, and Veda is the mother of Hindu culture. Veda is the mother of Indian culture. There are few common links which link India. If we call ourselves as Indians, on what basis we are calling ourselves as Indians? On what basis this land is called as India? Is there any link? Is there any common thread? Because we have diversities everywhere. In religions, in cultures, in paths, in sects, in languages. Everywhere we see the diversity. This nation is a diversified nation with diversified practices, diversified faiths. In all these diversified things, is there anything common? That's the question comes. Unity in diversity. We are taught in our schools, unity in diversity, unity in diversity. What is that unity behind all these diversities? Nobody has taught. If we ask in schools, what is unity in this diversity? They may say, we all are Indians, that is unity. It's not enough. What is this Indianness? Can anybody answer? Indian is a sound, that's all. What is this Indianness? In search of the commonality of all these Indians, if we go, is there anything common? Few things are common. Exceptions are always there. Leave them. But few things are common for most of the people in India. Shiva, Ramakrishna. Shiva is common, Rama is common, Krishna is common, Vishnu is common. Not only this, these are all gods. Principles, karma theory is common. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. This aspiration is common. Dharma is common. Above all, regarding scripture, Veda, reliance on the Veda, having Veda as pramana is common to most of us in this nation. Veda is pan-Indian. Veda is not constricted to a particular place of India. Everywhere we see the Veda. If you go to UP, in the pilgrims pilgrims like Varanasi, Ayodhya, Prayagraj, in all these places we see Veda Patashalas. If you come to Kerala, there also we see in Thiruvananthapuram, in Palakkad, we see Veda Patashalas, children learning Vedas. If you go to Madhya Pradesh, we see Vedas, Veda Patashala in Ujjain. Even starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, everywhere Vedic traditions are there. Kids learning Vedas, teachers teaching Vedas, this Veda Parampara is there. Nobody knows when it started. Vedas are beginningless. Vedas are endless. This Vedic stream is flowing everywhere from the length and breadth of this land and linking this land called India. Most of us are Veda believers. Most of us in India honor this Vedic literature. And whenever this Veda Parampara is about to diminish, great souls like Mahabharata comes and re-establishes. When Ranayaniya Shaka is about to diminish, when Talavakara Shaka, Jaiminiya Samaveda is about to get extinct, great souls like Sri Mahabharata comes to that village and he again, as if renovates that Shaka of the Veda we see. And likewise, like this, we see everywhere this Vedic stream. Vedic vibration, in the words of Sri Mahabharata in Deivatin Kural. The sound of Vedas makes a positive vibration, gives a positive vibration. Generally, it is believed in Shastras that the whole world is from some primordial sounds. Even Rigveda talks on that. Even from creation, sound exists. Several things came out of sound. Without vibration, creation cannot come. Therefore, sound is primordial. And what is that sound, if we ask? That is the Veda. Veda is not taken to be a small book, an ordinary book, or one among books. Vedic sounds are the sources of this manifested world. In this manifested world, we see orderliness. It means that in cause also this orderliness exists. In effect, if orderliness is there, in cause also orderliness exists. If effect is the manifested world, cause is the Vedic sound, then orderliness of this manifested world has to be there in the Vedic sound also. Based on this theory, Mahabharata says, in effect, wherever we see disorderliness, to remove this disorderliness, if we chant the Vedic mantra, if we if we produce that Vedic sound that can create positive vibration and remove that disorderliness. If we have some tsunami or corona, so on and so forth, by chanting of Vedas, we can reduce its effect. And that's the greatness of the Vedic sound. Even in our body, if we have some disease, by chanting the Vedic mantra, we can gradually eliminate that disease. That's the greatness of the Veda. I have experienced this practically. I have seen diseased persons getting cured by Vedic chanting. So that's the significance of Vedic sound. For this reason, Vedic sound has to be preserved. And when we get into the meaning of the Veda, purport of the Veda, to understand Dharma, it is necessary. What is Dharma in the Vedas? Let us start with this. Dharma means nature in Sanskrit dictionary, as I hinted before. In the Rig Veda, the word Ritam comes again and again. What is this Ritam? Cosmic order. Cosmos has orderliness, it's perfectly set. We have orderliness everywhere. When we start to reflect that orderliness in our own life, this is called as Dharma. Everything is orderly in the universe. When we start to reflect that orderliness in our life, even in Vedic initiation called Upanayana, there is a mantra, Yagum Sustim Agnihi Vayuhu, Surya Chandrama Aponu Sancharanti, Tagum Sustim Anusancharasau. The course in which sun, moon, Sandhya, water, wind, all these things are treading in the same course. O my disciple, you also tread. This is the order of Acharya, who is giving Upanayana initiation to a Vedic student. So what does it mean? Following the course of grahas, nakshatras, following the course of the earth, following the course of this nature is Dharma. Very famous mantra is there. Surya Chandramasa Vivek. Let us follow the course of sun and moon. And this is Dharma. What's the meaning of following the course of sun and moon, following the course of nature? For selfish purposes, we should not harm nature. We should not hurt nature. Namo matre prithivye, maham mataram prithivim higumsisham, mama mata prithivi higumsit. This is what Yajur Veda says. Nowadays, these theories are very famous. All are celebrating. Even UNO is talking about it. We should not harm the mother nature. Nature is mother. In medieval ages, they cursed nature. We came only to rule the nature. That kind of gamand, that kind of arrogance was there. We can enjoy, we can consume nature as we wish. Nature is created for us. This kind of belief was there in medieval history. But now they are slowly recognizing that nature has to be honored, nature has to be respected, nature has to be seen as mother. Those theories are gone. Don't worship creation, worship creator. Rig Veda says even the creator worships creation. Hota Juhvat, Vishwakarma Sukta. Creator, after creating this world, like an architect, after creating Shilpa, after creating the architecture, he sees a divine in that Shilpa and he worships that Shilpa. In the same way, Vishwakarma, the ultimate Lord, in Rig Veda, Vishwakarma means ultimate Lord. Not the popular Vishwakarma of Purana. Vishwakarma, the ultimate divine, after creating the world, he performed the yajna for that creation. He worshipped that creation because Tat Srishta Tadeva Anupravishatu. It is the divine. Here in Sanatana Dharma, divine not only creates, but also enters into the creation after creating it. So the very creation is not just created by God, but manifestation of that God. That is why, having this science behind our culture, we worship the things which we have in the creation. So reflecting this cosmic order in our life, we live a pious life without harming the mother nature. Let me take this mantra, let me translate this mantra. Namo Matre Prithvi. Salutations to the Mother Earth. Maham Mataram Prithivim Higum Sisham. May I not harm Mother Earth. Mama Maatha Prithvi Higum Seed. May the Mother Earth not harm us. It's mutual. If I don't hurt Mother Earth will not harm me. If I don't spoil Dharma will not spoil me. Dharma eva hato hanti, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. This is mutual. Next mutual thing. If I see the beings around me with the eye of love, they will also see me with the eye of love. Mitrasyaham chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshe. Mitrasya chakshusha samikshamehe. Mitrasya chakshusha sarvani bhutani. Mitrasya ma chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshantam. This is also from the Vedic literature. May I see all the beings with the eye of love. May all beings see me with the eye of love. May we mutually see with the eye of love. Long ago, the Vedas are talking like this. So, Dharma is the aspiration of universal welfare. Point number one. Point number two, Dharma is any action attuned to the aspiration of universal welfare. Based on this universal welfare aspiration, if somebody does something, then it can be called as Dharma. Whenever we have some egoistic attachment and when we go against the cosmic order, Mother Nature, when we go against the aspiration of universal welfare based on our egoistic clutches, that becomes adharma, says the Veda. Mo gamandam bindate aprachetah satyam pravimi vadayit satasya nar yamanam pushyati no sakhayam kevaladho bhavati kevaladi. This mantra we see. He consumes in vain. Veda says, Mogam annam bindate aprachetah. That idiot, aprachetah means idiot, just translating. That idiot consumes food in vain. Satyam pravimi vadaha. Let me tell the truth. This food is going to kill him. Na aryamanam pushyati no sakayam. It's because he doesn't share with others. He's not sharing that food which he is consuming with the great souls, with the equals, and with his friends, and with his servants. Naryamanam pushyati no sakhayam. Kevalagaha bhavati kevaladi. The one who takes food all alone is consuming his own sin. Aham annam adantam admi. Food is telling, the Veda, food is telling us, my dear, don't think that you are consuming me. It is me who consume you. Adantam admi. That is why I am named as Annam. Adyate atticha bhutani tasmatu annam taduchyate. Taduchyate iti. Adyate atticha bhutani. Food is called as Annam because it is consumed and it consumes. How it consumes? If I have selfish tendencies and if I have grabbing tendency, if I have devouring tendency, then the food which I consume is consuming my body, my mind. My life is getting spoiled. If I honor that food, I have to share that Anna is also a Devata in the Veda. I have to share this annam with all others. Then only I can live a peaceful life. Here, I'm committed. I'm indebted. The concept of debt comes here. Yajna is only to get relieved from the debt which we have to the beings around us. 5 kinds of debts which the Veda is talking about. One Deva Rina, we are indebted to Devas. We are not islands. One may say, I will not work for society. I neither harm anybody. I just eat and drink and I sleep. That is my life. I'm not a sinner. But the Veda says, just eating and sleeping itself is a sin without contributing anything to society. Because I'm taking others' help, I'm not helping others. This is not fair. I have to serve others. Everywhere I am indebted. Early morning, I have milk. My mother or my wife is giving milk. I am indebted to them. Milkman is coming with milk. I am indebted to that milkman. Cow is giving milk. Therefore, I am indebted to that cow. Without calf, cow, deshi cow, cannot give milk. So I am indebted to the deshi calf. And then what happens? Without grass, cow cannot give milk. Therefore, I am indebted to grass. Without raining, grass cannot grow. Therefore, I am indebted to raining. Without Agnihotra, raining is not timely. Therefore, I am indebted to Agnihotra and Agnihotris. Just by having a cup of milk, I am indebted to all these beings. Am I thinking of all those things? I am taking just this milk, becoming a drohi. If I don't think of all these things. In every walk of our life, if we become indebted to something, therefore we have to get relieved of these debts. How? We are indebted to gods. For that we worship to get relieved of that debt. This is Deva Yajna. We are indebted to Pitrus, mains, because it is they who gave us to this world. Our own forefathers and parents, they grew us, whatever culture we have now. All these are from them. Therefore, we are indebted to them. Therefore, we do Shraddha, we do Tarpana, we take care of our living parents, and we grow our children in the path of our parents and forefathers. All these things are Pitru Yajna. Then Brahma Yajna. We are indebted to seers, rishis. So, to get relieved of this, we are chanting the Vedas. Above all, Manushya Yajna. We are indebted to the fellow men. Therefore, we are at service of those fellow men. With this, we get relieved of the debt of Manushyas. We are indebted to Pashus, animals and birds. To get relieved of that debt, we are serving animals and birds. And that is how the whole Panchamaha Yajnas are designed for us by the Vedic literature itself. And then, let me conclude with a very nice thing. Sanatana Dharma is these 5 Mahayajnas, Pancha Mahayajnas. These Pancha Mahayajnas are taught to us by our mother. When a mother is feeding a child in our culture, what she says, she is feeding, a child resists. Child is not, why child is resisting? Child is not happy to take the food all alone. It's getting bored for the child to take all alone. So the child wants others also to share this food. So Dharma, nature, it is the child's nature. Recognizing child's nature, Somehow to feed this food, what mother says, Machiki Uruva, that is Deva Yajna. Appa Kuruva, Amma Kuruva, Tata Kuruva, Atiki Uruvai, that is Pitri Yajna. Then friends are standing there with that child. Kupan, Supan, Kupana Kuruva, Supana Kuruva, this is Manushya Yajna. Then what happens? A crow is coming. Kaka Kuruva, Toto Kuruva, this is Bhuta Yajna. If somebody asks this question, what is Sanatana Dharma? If somebody asks what is Islam, then they say Namaz, Hajj. 5 elements are there. The same way, Sanatana Dharma, 5 elements. Sanatana Dharma also can be well defined. 5 elements, 5 yajnas. What are those 5 yajnas? You just tell them. Umachiki Uruva, Tata Kuruva, Atiki Uruva, Appa Kuruva, Amma Kuruva, Kupana Kuruva, Supana Kuruva, Kaka Kuruva, Toto Kuruva. This is Sanatana Dharma. This is the essence of what our mother teaches us while feeding. This is the essence of Dharma. With this, let us conclude. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkhamapniyat. Dhanyavadaha. Next in the session will be Veda Parayanam of Gurukula children, Shruti Rama Gurukulam children. Many of them have gone to their house due to Corona. Those who are staying here, they will chant Ram Ram Ram.
Okay. சீதாராம், நான் சொல்ல போறது வந்து ரிக்வேத விஷ்ணு சூக்தங்கள். ऋग्वेद श्वेत वर्णस्याद् विभुजो रासभाननः अक्षमालाधरः सौम्यः प्रीतो व्याख्यापनोद्यतः साक्षान् मूलप्रमाणाय विष्णोरमिततेजसे आद्याय सर्ववेदानां ऋग्वेदाय नमो नमः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रावस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् श्रीद गणपते गणेशु त्वा आहुर्विप्रातमं कवीनां न ऋते त्वत्क्रियते किञ्चनारे महामर्कं माघवन् चित्रमर्च प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामार्यावतु वेदवातस्य वर्तनि मुरोरुष्वस्य बृहतः वेदाये अध्यासाते ऋचो अक्षरे परमे व्योमन्यस्मिन् देवा अधिविश्वे निषेदुः यस्तन्न वेद किमृचाकारिष्यति य इत्तद्विदुस्त इमे समासते। ॐ महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री वेदपुरुषाय नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। अतो देवा वन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामाभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानि दाधे पदं समूढमस्य पां सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः अतो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयाः दिवि इव चक्षुरातातं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवां सस्समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं विष्णोर्नुनविति षड्रुजस्य सूक्तस्य दीर्घतमा औचित्यः ऋषिः विष्णुर्देवता त्रिष्टुप्छन्दः विष्णोर्नुकं वीर्याणि प्रवोचयः पार्थिवानि विमेरजांसि यो अस्कभायदुत्तरं सधस्थं विचक्रमाणस्त्रेधोरुगायः प्रतद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्येण मृगो न भीमः कूचरोगीरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु त्रिषु विक्रमाणेष्वधिक्ष्यन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा प्रविष्णावेशूषमे तुमन्मागिरीक्षित ऊर्गायाय वृष्णे य इदं दीर्घं प्रयातं सधस्थमेको विममे त्रिभित्पदेभिः यस्य त्रिपूर्णामधूना पदान्यक्षीयमाणा स्वधया मदन्ति य उत्विधातु पृथिवीमुतद्यामेको दाधार्भुवानानि विश्वा तदस्य प्रियमभिभातो अश्यान्नरो यत्र देवयवो मदन्ति उरुक्रमस्य सैबन्धोरित्था विष्णोः पदे पारमे मध्व उत्साह तावां वास्तून्युष्मसि गमध्ये यत्प्रगावो भूरि शृङ्गा अयासाः अत्राह तदूरुगायस्य वृष्णः परमं पदमवभाति भूरि प्रवःपान्तमन्धसो इति षड्रुजस्य सूक्तस्य दीर्घतमा औचित्यः ऋषिः विष्णुर्देवता आद्या त्रीणि इन्द्रा विष्णुदेवता जगति छन्दः प्रवःपान्तमन्धसो धियायते महेशूराय विष्णवे चार्चत यासानूनि पर्वतानामदाभ्यामहस्तस्थतुरर्वादेव साधुना द्वेषमित्था समराणं शिमीवतोरिन्द्रा विष्णुसुतपावामुरुष्यति या मृत्याय प्रतिधीयमानमित्कृशानोरस्तूरसनामोरुष्यथाः ता ईं वर्धन्ति मह्यस्य पोंस्यन्निमातरा नयतिरेतासे भुजे दधाति पुत्रो वारं परं पितृन्नाम तृतीयमधिरोचने दिवः तत्तदिदस्य पोंस्यं गृणीमसेनस्य त्रातुरार्कस्यामेषुषाः यः पार्थिवान् त्रिभिरुद्विगामभिरुक्रमिष्टोर्गायाय जीवसे द्वे इदस्य क्रमाणे स्वर्दृशो भिक्षाय मृत्यो भृण्यति तृतीयामस्य न किराताधर्षति वयश्च न पतयं तः पतत्रिणाः चतुर्भिः साकन्नापदञ्जनामाभिश्चक्रन्न वृत्तं व्यतीन्द्रवी विपत् मृगच्छारीरो विमिमान् पृक्वाभिर्युवा कुमारः प्रत्येत्याहवम् भवामित्रोणशेभ्य इति पञ्चर्चस्य सूक्तस्य दीर्घतमा औचित्यः ऋषिः विष्णुर्देवता जगति छन्दः भवामित्रोणशेभ्यो घृतासूतिर्विभूतद्युम्न एव या ऊसप्रथाः अथा ते विष्णो विदुषा चिदर्ध्यस्तोमो यज्ञश्चराध्यो हविष्माता यः पूर्व्याय वेधसेन वीयसे सुमज्जानये विष्णवे ददाशति यो जातमस्य महतो महिप्रवत्से दुष्यवोभिर्युज्यं चिदभ्यासते तमस्तोतारः पूर्वे यथा आविद ऋतस्य गर्भं जनुषा पिपर्तन आस्य जानन्तो नामाचिद्विभक्तनमहस्ते सुमतिं भाजामहे तमस्य राजा वरुणस्तमश्विना कृतं सजन्तमारूतस्य वेधसाः दाधार दक्षामुत्तमम हर्विदं भजञ्च विष्णुः सखीवान् अपोर्णुते आयो विवाय सजथा यदैव्य इन्द्राय विष्णुः सुकृते सुकृत्तारः वेधा आजिन्वत्रिषधस्थार्यामृतस्य भागे गजामानमाभाजते सम्माङ्कर्मणेति अष्टर्चस्य सूक्तस्य बारहस्पत्यो भरद्वाजः ऋषिः इन्द्रा विष्णुदेवता त्रिष्टुप्छन्दः संवाङ्कर्मणा समिषाहि नोमीन्द्रा विष्णु अपासस्पारे अस्य युषेथा यज्ञन्द्रवीणं च दत्तमरिष्टैर्नः पाथिभिः पारयन्ता या विश्वासाञ्जनितारामतीनामिन्द्रा विष्णु कलशासो मथाना प्रवाङ्गिरशस्यमाना अवन्तु प्रस्तोमासो गीयमानासो अर्कैः इन्द्रा विष्णु मदपति मदानामासो मयि यातन्त्रवीणो दधाना संवामञ्जन् पक्तिब्रह्मतीनां संस्तोमास शस्यमानास उक्थैः आवामश्वासो अभिमातृषा इन्द्रा विष्णु सधमादो वहन्तु प्रेथां विश्वाहवानामतीनामुपब्रह्मा मे इन्द्रा विष्णु प्राणयाय्यं वां सोमस्य मदः पुरुषो प्रार्थनं जीवसे नोरजांसि इन्द्रा विष्णु हविषा वावृधानाग्राद्वानानमासाराधव्या घृता आसुति द्रवीणं दत्तमस्मे सामुद्रस्थः कलशः स्वमधानाः इन्द्रा विष्णो तत्पानया इयं वां सोमस्य मत ऊर्जक्रमाथे अकृणतमन्तरिक्षं वीर्यो प्राथदं जीवसे एनो रजांसि इन्द्रा विष्णो हविषा वावृधानाग्राद्वाना नमासाराधव्या घृता आसुति द्रवीणं दत्तमस्मे सामुद्रस्थः कलशः स्वमधानाः इन्द्रा विष्णो पिबादं मध्वो अस्य सोमस्य तस्राजशरं प्रणेथाम् आवामन्धां सिमधिराण्यग्मन्नुपब्रह्माणि शृणुतं हवं मे उभाजिज्ञेथुर्नपराजिगेथेन पराजिज्ञे कतरश्चनैनोः इन्द्रश्च विष्णो यतपस्पृथेथान् त्रेथा सहस्रं वितदैरयेथाम् ओम परोमाद्रियेति सप्तरजस्य सूक्तस्य मैत्रावरुणनिर्वसिष्ठः ऋषिः विष्णुर्देवता चतुर्थादित्यसृणाम् इन्द्रा विष्णो देवता त्रिष्टुप्छन्दः परोमात्रयाद्वावृधाननते एमहित्वमन्वष्टवन्ति उभेते विद्मरजासि पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं पारमस्यावित्से ते विष्णो जायमानो न जातो महिं नः परमन्तामाप उदस्तब्धानाकामुष्वं बृहन्तं दाथर्थप्रागीं ककुभं पृथिव्याः इरावतीथे नुमतिः भूतं सूयवसिनी मनुषेतृस्य यस्तब्ध्ना रोदासी विष्णवेते दाथर्था पृथिवीमभितो मयूखैः पुरो यज्ञाय चक्रधुर्लोकं जनयं तासूर्यामुषासामग्निं दासस्य चिद्वृषशिप्तस्य माया जग्नधुर्नरापृतनाज्येषु इन्द्रा विष्णो दुहिता शम्बारस्य नवपुरो नवतिं कृष्णधिष्ठं शतं वर्जिनः सहस्रं साकं हितो अप्रत्यसूर्यस्य वीरान् यं मानीषा बृहति बृहन्तो रुभ्रमातपसा वर्धयन्ति रेवां स्तोमं विदथेषु विष्णो पिण्डातमिषो वजनेष्विन्द्र वषत्ते विष्णवास आकृणोमि तन्मे जुषस्य शिपिविष्टहव्यं वर्धं तुत्वा सुष्टुतियो गिरो मे यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः नोमर्तो देते सनिष्यन्विते सप्तरजस्य सूक्तस्य मैत्रावरुणनिर्वसिष्ठः ऋषिः विष्णुर्देवता त्रिष्टुप्छन्दः नोमर्तो ओधेते सनिष्यन्यो विष्णापुरुगाया यदाशात् प्रियः सत्राजा मनासा यजात एतावन्तन्नर्यामाविवासात् त्वं विष्णो सुमतिं विश्वजं यामप्रायुतामेव यावो मतिन्दाः पर्चो यथा आनः सुवितस्य भूरेरश्वावतः पुरुश्चन्द्रस्य रायः त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्चा सम्महित्वा प्रविष्णोरस्तु तव सस्तवीयां त्वेषं ह्यस्य स्थवीरस्य नाम विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेष एतां क्षेत्राय विष्णुर्मनोषेदशस्यन् ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरियोजना आस उरुक्षितिं सुजनीमाचकार प्रदत्ते अद्यशीपिविष्टनामार्यशंसानि वगिनानि विद्वान् तन्त्वा आगृणामि तव समतो व्यानुक्षयं तमस्य रजासः पुराके इमित्ते विष्णो परिचक्ष्यं भूत्प्रियद्वा वक्ष्येशीपि विष्टो अस्मि मावृपो अस्मदपगूह एतद्यदन्यरूपः समिथे बभूथ वषत्ते कृष्णवास आकृणोमि तन्मे जुषस्सु शिपिविष्टहव्यं वर्धं तुत्वा सुष्टुतयो गिरो मे यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः सहस्रशीर्षेति षोडशर्जस्य सूक्तस्य नारायणऋषिः पुरुषो देवता अनुष्टुप्छन्दः अन्त्ये त्रिष्टुप् सहस्राशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रापात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वात्यातिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषा नो यदन्नेनातिरोहाति एतावानस्य महिमातोऽज्यायांश्च पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वा भूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदे पुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवत् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत्साशनानशने अभि तस्मात् विराड जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यारिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतं वद सन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यं ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्धविः तै यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा आयजन्तु साध्याषायश्चिये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सद्बहुतः सम्भृतं वृषदाज्यं पशोन्तांश्चक्रे वा यव्यानारण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सर्वहुत ऋजः सामानि जिग्निरे छन्दांसि जिग्निरे तस्माद् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचो भयादातः गावो जग्निरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयाः यत्पुरुषं विदाधुः कृतिधा व्याकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहूका ऊरूपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहूराजन्यः कृतः ऊरू ततस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीत् अन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौ समावर्तत तद्भ्यां भूमिर्द्विश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन् सप्तास्या आसन् परिधयस्त्रिः सप्तसमिधः कृताः देवा यज्ञं तन्वाना अबध्नन् पुरुषं पुरुषं यज्ञेन यज्ञमायजन्त देवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सदन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अरायिकाणेति पञ्चरचस्सुक्तस्य भारद्वाजः लक्ष्मीघ्नं देवता द्वे त्रीणि ब्रह्मणस्पतिर्देवतान्ते विश्वे देवा देवताः अनुष्टुप्छन्दः अरायिकाणे विकाटे गिरिं गच्छ सदान्वे शिरुम्बीढस्य सत्त्वाभिस्तेभिष्ट्वा चातयामसि चत्तो इतश्चत्तामतः सर्वा ब्रूणान्यारुषि राय्यं ब्रह्मणस्पते तीक्ष्णा शृङ्गोदशन्नीः अदो यद्दारुप्लवाते सिन्धोः पारे अपूरुषं तदाराभस्वतरुषणो तेनागच्छ परस्त्रं यद्धप्राचीरजागन्तोरो मण्डूरथाणिकीः अता इन्द्रस्यत्रावः सर्वे बुद्वतया आशवः परिमेगामानेषदपर्यज्ञमाहर्षत देवेष्वकृतश्रवः इमान् आदाधर्षति अग्निं हिन्वन्ति पञ्चरजस्सुक्तसिकेतुराग्नियोग्निर्गायत्री अग्निं हिन्वन्तु नोधियाः आनो भद्रा इति दशरजस्सुक्तस्य द्वोतमराहोगुणः श्रीविश्वेदेवा देवता आद्ये द्वौ अष्टादिद्वौ देवा देवताः अन्त्ये अदितिर्देवता जगति छन्दः च विराट् समाछन्दः अन्त्ये त्रिणितिष्ठुच्छन्दः आनो भद्राः कृतः वो यन्ति विश्रुतो दब्धासो अपारीतासो उद्भिदाः देवानो यथा सदमिद्वृथे असन्नप्रायुवो रक्षितारो दिवे दिवे देवानां भद्रासु मतिर्जूयतां देवानां रातिरभिनो निवर्ततां देवानां सख्युमपासेति मा वयं देवान आयुः प्रतीरन्तु जीवसे तान् पूर्वायानि विदा आहोमहे वयं भुगं मित्रमदीतिं दक्षामस्विधम् अर्यमणं वरुणं सोमामश्विना सरस्वतेन सुभगामयस्कृत तन्नो वातो ओमयो भुवाद्गषयन्तन्माता पृथिवी तत्पिताद्यौः तद्रावाणः सोमसुतो ओमयो भुवस्तदश्विना शृणुतं जिष्ण्यायुवं तमीशानं जगातस्तस्थुषस्पतिं धियञ्जिन्वमवासे होमहे वयं पूषा नो यथा वेद सामसद्बुधे रक्षिता पायुरदुग्धस्वस्तिये स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रावा स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु वृषादश्वामरुतः पृष्णीमातरशुभं यावानो विदधेषु जिग्मायः अग्निजिह्वामनः सूराचक्षुषो विश्वे नो देवा अवजागामन्यः भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिरेगजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्ट्वां सस्तु नो भृत्याशेम देवहीतयितायुः यतमिन् शरदो अन्ते देवा यत्रानश्चक्राजरसन्तनूनां पुत्रासो यत्रा पितरो भवन्ति मानो आमध्यारीर्षतायुर्गन्तोः अदीतिरिद्योरदीतिरन्तरिक्षमदीतिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा अदीतिः पञ्चजना अदीतिर्जातमदीतिर्जनित्वम् भद्रन्नो अपि वातयमनाः हरिः ओम्
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनश्रवन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ओम आरुण इन्द्रक्षुमन्तं चित्रं ग्राभं संगृभाय महाहस्ती दक्षिणेन विद्माहित्वा तु विकूर्मिं तु विदेष्णं तु विमघं तु विमात्रमवोभिः न हित्वा आशूरदेवानमत्ता आसोदित्सन्तं भीगां वारयन्ते एतोन्विन्द्रं स्तवामेषानं वस्वस्वराजं नराधसामद्धिषन्नः प्रस्तोषदुपगासि शच्रवत्सामगीयमानाम् अभिराधसा जुगुरत आनो भरदक्षिणेनाभिसव्येन प्रवृष इन्द्रमाणो वसोर्निर्भाक उपक्रमस्वा भरदृशता दृष्णो जनानाम् अदा आशुष्ठरस्य वेदः इन्द्रय उनुते अस्ति वाजो विप्रेभिः सनित्वः अस्माभिः सुतं सनुहि सद्यो जुहस्ते वाजा अस्मभ्यं विश्वश्चन्द्राः वशैश्चमक्षुजरन्ते अग्निमीले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवमृत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम् अग्निः पूर्वेभिर्ऋषिभिरीड्यो नूतनैरुत स देवाङ्गेह वक्षति अग्निना रहिमश्नमद्घोषमेव दिवे दिवे यशसं वीरवत्तमम् अग्नेयं यज्ञमध्वरं विश्वतः परिभूरसि स इद्देवेषु गच्छति अग्निर्होता कविक्रतुः सत्यश्चित्रश्रवस्तमः देवो देवेभिरागमत् यदङ्गदाशुषे त्वमग्ने भद्रं करिष्यसि तवेतत् सत्यमङ्गिरः उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे दोषा आवस्तर्धिया वयं नमो भरन्त हेमसि राजन्तमध्वराणां गोपामृतस्य दीदिविं वर्धमानं स्वेदमे स नः पितेव सूनवेग्ने सूपायणो भव स च स्वानस्वस्तये वायवाया हि दर्शते मे सोमा अरङ्कृताः तेषां पाहि श्रुति हवम् वाय उक्तेभिर्जरन्ते त्वामच्छा आचरितारः सुतसो मा अहर्विदाः वायो तव प्रपृञ्चति धेना आजिगाति दाशुषे उरुचि सोमपीतये इन्द्रवायु इमे सुता उपप्रयोभिरागतम् इन्दवो वामुषन्तिः वायविन्दश्च चेतथः सुतानां वाजिनीवसु तावाया आतमुपद्रवत् वायविन्दश्च सुन्वत आया आतमुपनिष्कृतम् मक्ष्वी इत्था धिया नरा मित्रं भुवे पूतदक्षं वरुणं च रिषादसं धियं घृताचीं साधन्ता ऋतेन मित्रा वरुणा वृता वृथा वृतस्पृशा क्रतुं बृहन्तमाशाते कविनो मित्रा वरुणा तु विजाता उरुक्षया दक्षं ददाते अपसम् अश्विनायज्वरीरिशोद्रवत्पानी शुभस्पति कुरु भुजा च नस्यतम् अश्विना पुरुदं ससानराशवीरया धिया धिष्ण्यावनतङ्गिरः तस्रा आयुवाकवस्सुताना सत्यावृत्तवर्षिषः आया आतं रुद्रवर्तनी इन्द्राया आहि चित्रभानो सुता इमे त्वायवः अन्वीभिस्तना पूतासः इन्द्राया आहि धिये शितो विप्रजूतः सुतावतः उपब्रह्माणि वाघतः इन्द्राया आहि दूतो जान उपब्रह्माणि हरिवः सुते दधिष्वनश्चनः ओमा आसश्चर्षणि धृतो विश्वे देवास आगत दाश्वांसो दाशुषः सुतं विश्वे देवासो अप्तुरः सुतमागन्ततूर्णयः पुस्रा इव स्वसनि विश्वे देवासो अस्रिधये इमायासो अद्रुहः मेधं जुषन्तवह्नयः पावकानः सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवति यज्ञं वष्टुधिया वसुः चोदयित्री सूनृतानां चेतन्ति सुमतीनां यज्ञं दधे सरस्वती महो अर्णः सरस्वती प्रचेतयति केतुना धियो विश्वा विराजति स्वरूपकृत्नुमूतये सुदुघामिव गोदुहे जुहूम सिद्ध्य विद्यवि उपनः सवनागहि सोमस्य सोमपाः पिब गोदा इद्रेवतो मदः अथा आते अन्तमानां विद्याम सुमतीनां मानो अधिक्ष आगहि परे एहि विग्रमस्त्रितमिन्द्रं पृच्छावि पश्चितं यस्ते सखिभ्य आवरम् उत ब्रुवन्तु नोनिधो निरण्यकश्चिदारत तथा आना इन्द्र इद्दुवः उत नः सुभगाः हरिर्वोचे युद्धस्म कृष्टयः स्यामेदिन्दस्य शर्मणि एमाशु माशवे भरयज्ञश्रियं प्रमादनम् अतयन्मन्दयत्सखम् अस्य पीत्वाश तत्कतो घनो वृत्राणामभवः प्रावो वाजे एषु वाजिनं तं त्वा वाजे एषु वाजिनं वाजया आमश्शतक्रतो धनानामिन्द्रसातये यो रायो वनिर्महान्सु पारस्सुन्वतः सखा तस्मा इन्द्राय गायत ओम। कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिश्रीदसादनम् छिद्रप्रारम्भः ॐ सर्वान् वा एषो नौपामान् प्रवेशयति ॐ नीनश्वासाय प्रचमुपैति भयदनिष्वा प्रयायात् प्रीता एनन्तामान् प्रयायमो वेदा अभिजस्यात् चतुयात् नन्ता अङ्गिरस्तमः सुक्षिदयः पृथक् कामाय मिरयति कामानेवास्मिन् ददाति कामप्रीता एनं कामा अनुप्रयान्ति यदस्वे वेद्यावान् भवति तदिर्वा एषा यज्ञस्य ोऽनेनं बाधाय व्रतमुपैति यदुद्वायति विच्छित्तिरेवास्य सान्तान्तमुद्धृत्य सोपतिष्ठेत वै प्रजापतिः यज्ञकं सन्तनोति प्रजापतिः इन्द्रियेण दीर्घेण ध्यते यावत्संयया प्रविद्येते संभरेत् एकं पर उत एकम् येन ज्योतिषा संविशस्व ये देवानां परमे जनित्र इति एव ततः प्रायश्चित्तिः प्रयायावस्येत् एव ततः प्रायश्चित्तिः ओषधी वा एतस्य पशोन्वयः प्रविशति वयः प्रदापयति रोत्तरस्मै अभिषेवत्सानपाकुर्यात् देवान् व्यर्थयति सायं दुर्भगम् अविराट्यमार्चति यजमानस्य सायं च प्रातश्च गृहमागच्छन्ति देवतानां प्रशमय्यते मुखा एव देवताः प्रीणाति अयो वा ओषधयः यजीवास्मि पयो वरुन्धे रोत्तरस्मै अभिषेवत्सानपाकुर्यात् प्रायश्चित्तिः अर्थो वा एतस्य यज्ञस्य नीयते प्रत्ययनमलं भवति नामरुध्ययेत मेणीव यज्ञेन यजते मोहमस्मि यौरहम् संभवाव पुत्राय वेत्तवे Yaje Jajira Smahatarbhara Jajirabhya Dharma Vindere Swarabhyam Ahove Sarva Devataha Seva Krihotragam Bhutam Bhavati Apastura Parijachita Ramah Parijachita Devat Swavajan Joyate Parijachita Svada Bona Parijachaha Jajapa Etasya Vedjajana Vosagam Sajjete Jajakane Rande Rande Virande Yasagam Sajjante Vijaye Guroda Samastaravaran Nirvavede Seva Jajana Vojyavatede Brutapadaye Guroda Samastaravaran Nirvavede Pradhamanam Bhayati Brahmaspati चरिष्यामि आयो प्रथमतः आदित्य प्रजापते
चरिष्यामि
यन्तन्मे राज्यदाम्
प्रातिमुदीचि
नमो नमः प्रस्तुता
रूपं धृत्वा त्वामेव विपुंसतिहा सम्यक्षरं दृष्टिं ब्रह्मऋष्ये भेषजं
ब्रह्मे विश्वभेषजाः
श्रीनाथ पावते युवं
नमः वेत्तर्ये
नमोहामि
सूर्यज्योतिर्विभागे
इन्द्रियाय
आप्यायतां हृदयानि
अभ्यारमन्यता
समक्षत्वचमक्ष्वा
रूपं तावसुविदं
सुरां तेजसा
धारयामि
योनन्ते सदनं करोमि
धारया सुषेवं कल्पयामि
जीवामृते प्रतिष्ठा
मेधसुमनस्य मानः
भुवनस्य गोपाः
स्नादिगणितामतीनात्मा
वशुजप्रविष्टः
निर्वाणां पृष्ठावलियो विदस्ये
आत्मन्वान् सोमघटवाणी भूत्वा
गच्छतु वर्णिन्दयजमानाय मह्यम्
मोदप्रशब्देन सोमोत्तमेन
पितरो देवाः स्मिनदमन्तरेणि आदित्योऽनुक्षाता श्रीमाता प्रत्यवदास्यामि प्रत्यनज्ञेन
सीतारामो विजयते इदानीं सामवेदपारायणं प्रचलति तत्र प्रकृतिगाने आग्नेयपर्वणि प्रथमस्य द्वितीये अर्थप्रपाठके प्रथमः खण्डः देवो वो द्रविडः इति सः इदानीं गीयते तत्र प्राधान्येन बृहति जगति त्रिष्टुप्छन्दस्कानि अग्नि ब्रह्मणस्पति रुद्र इंद्र देवता देवताकानि सामानि वर्तन्ते तदिदानीं विद्वद्भिः छात्रैश्च गीयते सर्वे श्रद्धालवः श्रोतुकामाः श्रुत्वा वेदपुरुषस्य सीतारामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणः अनुग्रहस्य पात्रभूताः भवन्तु इति प्रार्थये।
नीलोत्पलनाभासः सामवेदो हयाननः अक्षमालान्वितो दक्षे वामे कम्बुधरस्मृतः पूर्णेन्दुवदना शुभ्रा भुजद्वयविभूषिता सव्येषुकं तथा दक्षे धान्यमञ्जरिकां तथा ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः सामवेदाय ॐ देवो मत्तो यस्ते वासो भाषते समीरान्धा ताग्नो शशंसिनन् मनासा Vishlava Raprajayita Jamati Hinjananam Ihaya Sannapa Ranjana Yantadeva Ihaya
वयं सर्वे अपि अतीव भाग्यवन्तः अस्मिन् दिने केवलं प्रवचनं श्रुत्वा परन्तु श्रुतिराम गुरुकुल पाठशाले वर्तमान अध्यापक बालकानां पारायणमपि श्रुत्वा अतीव भाग्यवन्तः वयं सर्वे. On behalf of Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation, our extreme gratitude to BrahmaShri, Ranganji, and all the students of Shruti Gurukulam who gave us this wonderful program. It is like being taken to a Triveni Sangam, where the ocean of Shri Dikshidhar, Pai Dikshidhar, and the ocean of our Vedas, and the third ocean being the ocean of the great scholar family that Sri Ranganji belongs to. When all these three things, all these three sources of water come together, you do not know what you're taking in. And it is ultimate bliss, and that's what we were treated to today. And it is our extreme bhagyam, good fortune, that we were blessed with this satsangam. About 2 weeks ago, when we first requested our Sri Matam for their anugrahams, for Perivas anugrahams for this, interestingly, it was another Subhasuchana, like Ranganji said in his Pravachanam. We were told that the very next day, he was going to be visiting Perivas camp in Tenambakam. So, interestingly, today we heard that Ranganji had received Srimukam for Dvani Deepika, another publication. So when Guru's blessings are there, and when we have the wonderful satsangam, there is no end to what can be achieved. And it is really our bhagyam that Perival blessed this event, and immediately Ranganji kindly consented to give us not only the Pravachanam, where he spoke very eloquently about not only about Dikshitarwal, but also about how deep-rooted the concept of Dharma is in our Vedas. So it was our bhagyam. Following that, we were treated again to a wonderful Rigveda Parayanam, and then Achitra Parayanam. I wish we had more time to listen to all the panchayatis, but time constraint, of course. But again, we were treated to a wonderful recitation of Achidram by the students of Shruti Gurukulam. And then following that, of course, the Samaveda Parayanam, which was the ultimate, again, a nectar. And we were extremely thankful to Ranganji and all the students of Shruti Gurukulam. We'd also like to thank our own Satsangi Arvind Hariharan, who's based here in Illinois, for arranging this program. And we are extremely thankful to all of you who have assembled here on a late Friday evening. I know it is quite late, almost 9:45, and we are appreciative of everybody who joined, and we thank you all. Our Krithika Mandala Parayanam program continues with the grace of Veda Maatha. We've been doing this program for the last few years, and because of this coronavirus pandemic, we are now able to do this remotely and on a few more days. So the next program will be on Tuesday, December 8th. Again, a two-part program. The first Parayanam will be done by our Shiva Shri Chandrasekhar Gurkalji. Many of you know him. He'll be again touching some of Dikshitar's works and also doing a Parayanam. And the second part will be conducted by, the Parayanam will be conducted by Shri BrahmaShri Shiva Ramakrishnan Ganapadigal out of the Milwaukee temple. Again, a Veda Parayanam. And we request you all to join us at that satsangam as well. And finally, again, I wish to take again the blessings of Ranganji and all the Vedadhyayis at Shruti Gurukulam. நீங்க மியூட் பண்ணிக்கணும் போல இருக்கு. அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கணும். அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க ஸ்ரீராமன் கடலூர்.
நமஸ்காரம். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
பரம சந்தோஷம், பரம பாக்கியம். ரொம்ப அருமையா இருந்தது. தேங்க்யூ அரவிந்த் ஃபார் அரேஞ்சிங் அண்ட் உங்களுடைய ஏற்பாடுகள் ரொம்ப பிரமாதமாக இருந்தது. பெரியவா அனுகிரகத்தில் மேலுக்கு மேல் இது மாதிரி சத்தங்கள் நிறையா நடக்கணும்னு எங்களோட பிரார்த்தனை. நான் குழந்தையெல்லாம் நிறைய பேர் இருக்கா. இந்த பாராயணம் கேட்கறதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு வாய்ப்பு இது. சீதாராம். அரவிந்தா சொல்றீங்களா நீங்க? அரவிந்த், நீங்க அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கணும்.
சீதாராம் அண்ணா, சீதாராம் எங்க எல்லாரோட நமஸ்காரம் அண்ணா.
ஜெய ஜெய சங்கர, ஹர ஹர சங்கர. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम.
சீதாராம் அண்ணா, சீதாராம்.
சந்தோஷம். ரெக்கார்டிங் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுறேன் அரவிந்த், அப்புறமா நம்ம பேசலாம் ஃப்ரீயா.
நமஸ்தே.